bomb, venom, strength, soul, gravity, ope, it doesn't matter. Gum, barrier, dough, awe, revive, love, quake, drop, magma, mara, dark, sand, smoke, ice, rumble, light, phoenix, falcon, mythical wolf, giraffe, buddha, dragon, allosaurus, bison, wolf, and leopard. That is every single fruit in Rell Seas, 32 in total. And look, before you guys say, what are you talking about? Best fruit in the game when the game isn't even out yet. So for this, I'ma just be using like all the sneaks, everything I know about the game and I've seen, and I'm gonna use that to pick the best fruit, and I'm gonna use that to pick the worst fruit. Let's get it started with the worst fruit. And look, this is gonna be hard for a lot of you guys to hear and a lot of you guys to stomach. The worst fruits for you guys to ever pick in Rell Seas is literally the entire zone class. I don't want to hear the what about dragon? What about giraffe? What about phoenix? What about falcon? Doesn't matter. All of those are gonna be bad. And there's literally only like 4 cooler usable fruits in the zone class anyways. Dragon, mythical wolf, buddha, and phoenix. What else are you gonna use? Leopard? I'm not gonna lie, nobody has cared about leopard until in Blocks Fruits they made it look good. In Blocks Fruits, they just made leopard a mythical for no reason. Other than that, it was in the same category as falcon, wolf. It was in the same category as falcon, wolf, whatever else garbage was in any slot. Nobody cared about none of those fruits until Blocks Fruits made leopard a mythical, and now in every game, leopard is like the coolest fruit ever. Because they're just trying to like go up with Blocks Fruits. Wowie, leopard, like bro, no, yo, if I can turn into a literal dragon, why would I want to turn into a wolf? Or why would I want to turn into a leopard? But anyways, the reason that these fruits are going to be so terrible is because literally Wi-Fi hockey. Look at this clip right here and tell me you're still going to be getting a zone. The main point of the fruit is to transform. So if I can't transform, if I transform and my thing just gets shut off immediately, then why would I go to fruit? And look, I'm not saying that zones aren't going to have a base kit. There's no reason they wouldn't have base moves, but the entire thing is to transform. Like when you see a zone, it's not like, oh wow, they have like their base powers and their transformation. No, the base powers are kind of just like, they're just there until you get the transformation. But until then, nobody cares about it. And literally, if I can shut down the entire point of your fruit, why would I be scared of the fruit? Why would I go with fruit if someone can just shut it down? Of course, I'm gonna go Wi-Fi hockey so I can just get rid of zones. What do I look like fighting a giant dragon? I'm not doing that. And this one's gonna come as a shocker to everyone again, but Ope is going to be terrible, and I know it's a fan favorite and everyone loves it because Law uses it, blah blah blah, but if I walk out of room, what then exactly are you going to do? Ope is going to be trash because nobody is going into a room where they're at a disadvantage. If I can render your entire fruit useless, I'm going to do so. I'm not fighting you in room. If you're telling me you can do a little slash and it just takes my heart off like Law, like in Grand Piece or whatever, if you can do that, why would I ever fight you in there? If you can use shambles and just switch me into the water, why would I ever fight you? Like, look, unless they make it so Ope, look, now everyone's gonna be like, oh, but it's not canon, but what about womb? Honestly, I feel like room should never be a thing in any One Piece, in any game, like, at all, because everyone's gonna run out of it. If I have the ability, if I have the option to run out of room, I'm not fighting you in it. I promise you, I don't care if it's, like, proper etiquette to fight them in their room. I'm not doing it. Why would I do that? Why would I put myself at a disadvantage when I can literally win? But anyways, time for the top 5. Top 5 on release. Best on release. But first honorable mention before we get into the top 5 is Sand. And it's simply because Sand is literally like Sand. It has a lot of AoE moves. It has a lot of big moves with range. You can get like a lot of people in that. If you're farming NPCs or doing something like that, you can hit a lot of people in that. But it's most likely going to be able to steal stamina, thirst, or something like that, because why would they not do it? I feel like if there's any passive Sand is going to get, either it steals your stamina or like covers your screen in sand or something. I feel like every fruit should have like a passive ability except for like wolf or something. What are you going to do with that? Anyway, second honorable mention, soul fruit, big mom fruit, whatever you want to call it, depending on what the developers do with it. If there's the ability to put your soul into like trees or whatever, like Big Mom did, if I can put my soul into a ship and then turn it into like, I don't know, a ship, I don't know. Anyways, if I can do that, then that's gonna be fire. But top 5 in no particular order is obviously one of them is gonna be the Gum Gum fruit. I feel like this is pretty common knowledge. It's pretty obvious. The Gum Gum fruit. It's coming out with gear 4, 5, 6. No, it's coming out with gear 1, 2. It's coming out with gear 2, 3, and 4. or I don't know about 2, 3, but I know it's coming out with Gear 4, and they're gonna add Gear 5 later, which please don't add Gear 5. I don't want to go into a fight with that. I'm literally just gonna get destroyed. I'm gonna get decimated. I'm gonna get fried. Please, I really don't want to fight Gear 5. So just don't add it. Like, if you're gonna add it and make it broken, or like, there's no way you can add Gear 5 and not make it broken. This guy can pick up lightning. He just does random stuff, bro. He just starts doing stuff. What am I supposed to do against that? Anyways, if you're gonna do that, make it so at the end of like, oh wait. No, wait, this is like the same for all his transformations. At the end of Gear 5, he has no hockey, so he gets really tired. At the end of Gear 5, he just loses stamina and gets really tired. So yeah, just like, do that. Next up, Venom Fruit. Not only will this fruit apply poison damage, because it's literally Venom, and literally any game, and even the show, the Venom Fruit was busted. There's no way you're going to sit here and tell me Venom Fruit is weak. But don't forget about the transformation. The Venom Hydra thing. Red Venom transformation. I don't know why he turned red all of a sudden, but the point is, Venom is stupid broken and has transformations. And that next fruit, I feel like the only way this fruit can be included is in case it has a certain passive or power. I'm talking about the dark fruit or Blackbeard's fruit. The Yami fruit, but the Yami fruit has always been like cool, little dark. I don't know when we're gonna add the light fruit. Never mind, the light fruit already exists in the world of One Piece. I might be stupid. Anyways, this fruit could be genuinely stupid because in the show, Blackbeard literally nullifies the effects of fruits when he uses a dark move on someone. Like, he pulled in Ace and then Ace couldn't use his moves and he just turned him into a donut. Wrong guy, that was a Kanu. Haha. Anyways, so yeah, they wouldn't be able to use their fruit or whatever. And maybe they'll add something so you can have 2 fruits at the same time. I don't know. Or maybe they shouldn't even add 2 fruits at the same time. People are gonna go like Dark and Phoenix, and I don't really want to deal with that much. Maybe they should just add Dark and Quake only if they're gonna do that. And it would be kind of broken. So just don't do anything with Dark. Don't even add Dark. And I feel like this one's obvious. It was gonna make the top spot. Top spot. Dough fruit. It's a special paramecia. Its category is fruit. There's no way it wasn't gonna make top 5 strongest fruits. Not much for me to genuinely say. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's literally the dough fruit. It's a special paramecia. If they're not gonna add dough fruit with future sight or something, I feel like it's gonna, like, anyone can learn future sight, ken hockey observation, hockey ken bishoku. I don't know how to say it in Japanese. The point is, if they add Kanaki, it's probably going to be stronger with Dough, because Katakuri made it stronger with Dough, something like that. I have no idea. Don't forget about Donut Rule. That's going to be the best. You know, now I'm thinking about, should I get Dough in the game? I don't know. My fruits are going to be either string or soul. Pretty sure string isn't coming out on release. I'll talk about every fruit that's coming out on release soon. Next video, possibly, probably. I have no idea. Yeah. So I might get string. If I can't get string, I'll get soul. If I don't know what I'm gonna get next fruit, last fruit. So last fruit for the top 5 is gonna be lightning fruit. And you might say, well, what about this fruit? What about this fruit? If you go through the list of the fruits I mentioned in the top 5, they either have a transformation or passive ability to put them above all the other fruits. So lightning fruit is probably gonna have like static or electricity, like added stun. And then on top of that, it's gonna have big giant fat man transformation. The thing about zone and other transformations is that zone transformations, they completely need their transformations. What is the giraffe fruit gonna do when it's not transformed? Okay, I was saying this as a joke. What is the giraffe fruit going to do in the game when you don't have the transformation? Because they have to add a base kit. This is probably the type of stuff that delays the game, because what are they supposed to do with the kit? They have to like spend so much time trying to like make a kit for giraffe. Just remove the fruit, bro. No one is going that, I promise you. But anyways, the base kit for normal fruits is still going to be strong. Like, lightning is obviously going to still be strong, and then it's going to have the transformation on top of that. Zones, they're not going to be as strong. They're just going to have the transformations are the main thing. But for like Gum Gear 4, that's just the cherry on top. You already have the main dish, you just need a cherry on top, you know. But anyways, before I head out, next video is going to be talking about what fruits you guys want to go when Rell sees. Join my crew, link in the description, and tell me what fruit you guys want to go in the crew, and you just might possibly, probably, you're gonna make it into the video. There's no, unless I get like 1 million people joining into the crew and I can't do all of them, then you'll probably get into the crew. Join the crew, send a message in that channel, and then yeah, that's that. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Make sure to like that, smash and subscribe. Oh.